Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to answer a very important question and very interesting actually, a very interesting question, which is, should you learn JavaScript, especially in 2018? And the short answer is yes. And the reason why I would say yes is because the popularity of JavaScript is increasing rapidly lately. And meaning that you should learn JavaScript doesn't mean that you need to leave your area of expertise. For example, if you were an Android developer, you would just leave being an Android developer and move on to JavaScript. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you can start learning the basics of JavaScript because the demand of JavaScript developers is increasing every single day. And also, by the way, if you search online for jobs in any area of expertise in programming, you will find that JavaScript is always a plus. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean JavaScript in general, but you would always find that any framework, any popular framework or library is always a plus. So, for example, if you were searching for let's say iOS developer or Android developer, in the job description you would find that JavaScript or Node.js or Angular is a plus if you know it. And of course, if you know one of these libraries or frameworks, you would be chosen as a candidate and you will have the advantage over other candidates. That's why I would say yes. But let me just explain this answer deeply. The first reason why I would say yes is because the syntax of JavaScript is very, very easy, especially if you already have experience, or at least if you know another programming language. If you start learning JavaScript, you will find that it's very simple. This is a code snippet for JavaScript. As you can see, it's very simple. Very simple if statement, and this is just an example. Other syntax are always very easy to learn in JavaScript. And if you know any programming language and you start learning JavaScript, you will find it very simple and it will not take you a lot of time to master it. The second reason is it runs in any browser. Unlike other languages, which most of the time need some software to run it. So, for example, if you are an Android developer, you would need Android Studio, or you would need Xcode if you were a Swift or iOS developer, and etc. etc. In JavaScript, you don't need any extra software to run your code. You can just run your code in any browser. That is the power of JavaScript comes in. The other reason is that the community of developers is huge in JavaScript. And if you run into problem or you want to ask any question or something that you don't know about JavaScript, or some syntax or program or etc. that you don't know, you will always find an answer for your question, and you will find the answer in details because the community of JavaScript developers is huge. Another reason is that JavaScript is not just for client-side programming, but JavaScript would now also be used for server-side programming, meaning that JavaScript is no longer a client-side programming. Yes, it will always be a client-side programming, but it's now also a server-side programming language, which means that you can use JavaScript in the front end and in the back end, meaning that you can have a database and make calls to your database and get data from your database using JavaScript, and of course using Node, which is one of the most important frameworks in JavaScript. And another reason is because there are several frameworks and libraries. There is Angular, and there's also React. There's also Vanilla. There is also jQuery. Many frameworks and libraries. And if you are not comfortable with one framework or or a specific library, you can always learn another framework and library. And learning a specific framework or library and specializing in it will make you find jobs easier, because nowadays there are jobs for specific developers who are specialized in specific frameworks. And if you search for jobs, you will find that some companies need, for example, a specific Angular developer or React developer. So you don't have to learn everything about JavaScript. You can just master a specific framework or library, and you will find a job in a blink of an eye. And another reason is that JavaScript, as I said before, is growing every single day, and its popularity and the demand for jobs for JavaScript developers is increasing. So in conclusion, I would say that you should start learning JavaScript. Don't make it difficult on you. Just start learning every single day a little bit of JavaScript and start creating simple applications. And believe me, if you already know a specific language and you start learning JavaScript, it is going to be very simple. And as time goes by with learning every single day, in a matter of 2 weeks to 1 month, I can guarantee that you will master JavaScript. And also, I also want to emphasize that it's better to specialize in a specific framework or library. So, for example, you better specialize in Node if you want to learn the server-side programming language of JavaScript, or if you want to master the front end side, you can go for React or Angular, because these two are the most popular frameworks. And I will talk about these frameworks and libraries of JavaScript later in detail. And that's it. If you like this tutorial, share, like, and subscribe. And also don't forget to check the description below, because I have an ebook, a free ebook that will help you make money online coding. And also there are many courses in the description below if you really want to take your skills in programming to the next level. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.